G'day, it's Jamie, and welcome to Where's My Yowie. Today, I'm reading an old newspaper report about a Bunyip sighting at Dubbo in 1870, so we'll get into it. This was published in the Ballarat Star on Saturday, the 25th of June, 1870, titled The Bunyip. The Australian bunyip, like the American sea serpent, is always obliging enough to make an appearance when things are rather dull and current topics seem somewhat scanty and uninteresting, arid also, and that is a peculiar piece of consideration when the season of the year does not afford the snake incidents which country journalists so love to chronicle. The monster's last appearance was in the neighbourhood of Dubbo, and is faithfully and minutely recorded in the Monaro Mercury. It seems that two residents had to leave their places by the river and go to a hut on higher ground to avoid the encroaching floods. While sitting by a log fire, they heard a crash, like rumbling thunder, in the direction of the river. Says one, "Ah me, there's at least half an acre of my ground tumbled into the river." The sound being repeated, the two men, in whom it is agreeable to read the writer has the fullest confidence, went to the hut door and looked through the darkness towards the river. They state that they saw a huge monster clinging to a very tall and stout tree of the eucalypt species, in fact a gum tree. Its head was like an elephant's, only the two tusks projected, one from between its eyes, the other smaller, a little above the nostrils. The only eye they could see was like a ball of fire. The body was scaly, like a crocodile's, the forelimbs long, the talons about 10 times as large as a Bengal tiger's. All this they saw very minutely through the darkness, the light being probably supplied by the eyeball of fire. As the river continued to rise, the bunyip held more tenaciously onto the tree, and grinned his teeth occasionally, as if in fear or danger. Once he lashed his tail, and on striking the water, the noise was like a diminutive sound of Niagara. The river still rose, but a limb in the tree prevented the monster from crawling up further. There was a struggle to get higher, but this effort brought down the tree, which he was clasping right over him, and both seemed to float quietly down the Macquarie. And, like Dogberry, they no doubt thanked heaven that they were well rid of the knave. It would appear from the above reliable narrative that the bunyip has got considerably bigger since his last appearance. The end. Wow, this is amazing what this creature is. They're saying it's a huge monster. It has a head like an elephant's, only the two tusks, one's between its eyes and a smaller one between its nostrils. The only eye they could see was like a ball of fire. The body was scaly like a crocodile's. It had long forelimbs, and the talons were like 10 times the size of a Bengal tiger. And it lashed its tail, and the noise was like the sound of Niagara Falls, which is like incredible. And it was seen by two guys, so like it's not one guy just making this up. Two guys seen it. And then, of all the creatures that I've read about and talked about on this channel, every one I've been like, oh man, I wish I had seen that. Well, this is one creature that if I never see this, I'll die a happy man. Okay, that's it from me. I'll get back to you all next time. Bye.